We're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of Britt Says Season 2. And today, feeling alright. I woke up on time. I got my life in order for once, you know. Did I get enough sleep? I thought I got enough sleep today as well. I woke up early, did what I had to do, so I'm just here. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed the season. You see, the scenery is a little different. Y'all been seeing this, though, in the recaps. Y'all better have been watching the recaps, Buttercups and Butterlucks. And if you haven't, go watch every recap. You won't have to watch this recap. Go watch all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So, today's episode is called Black Bitches with the Good Hair. So, this episode is about colorism. Colorism, number one, is a topic I hate talking about. Literally, I hate talking about light skin versus dark skin, all that stuff. And I felt like, do I really want to talk about this? But I felt like it was such a heavy topic all 2019. Like, it was just like constantly, I kept hearing people talk about it. Like, it was just like all 2019, I just kept hearing people talk about dark skin this, good hair this, black girl this girl did that, she did this, blah, blah, blah. Black women not respected, dark skin women not respected, light skin, like, it's just like, everywhere, every corner I turned, I kept hearing the topic. So it was just like, dang, I gotta be socially responsible. Especially because I'm heavily melanated. Like, I have to be socially responsible. I know, yeah, like, sis came out with the afro for the for the colorism episode. My hair needs to breathe. And I need to breathe. So my hair is a representation of me. I need to breathe to do this episode. But just that's for y'all watching on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Britt says hello, good morning. But yeah, it's just a topic. The reason is it's not that I hate talking about the topic because I'm dark skinned. I hate talking about the topic because I feel like the conversation is always wild and productive. Y'all agree? Like, I feel like anytime this topic is talked about, it's so unproductive because it's really not a thing. Like, it's a thing. I'm not saying that dark skin versus light skin is not a thing. That is a thing. I'm saying there's no real realm or reason behind the idea. Like, usually when I have a conversation, I don't like engage in these type of conversations. Usually when it's brought up, it's like, oh, I don't like dark skin girls. Why? They hair be fucked up. Okay. That's unproductive because that's not true. Every dark skin girl here is obviously not fucked up. Oh, I don't like dark skin girls because I never seen a pretty one. That's unproductive because that's not true. Like, that's fucked up. Like, it's just never productive. Like, the conversation is always wild, reckless. Like, because it cannot be unreckless. Like, in a way, because it's just always mad disrespectful to me. At minimum. So I don't know. Like, for me, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough talking about this, but I was like, you gotta be socially responsible. You socially responsible. Well, you know, and I felt like I might as well end it with something, you know, pow pow, you know, like I did religion last season. So it is what it is. Cause this definitely was supposed to go a different route, but y'all gotta check that out in the recap. So, you know, for every topic, we like to expand our mind. Expand your mind, expand your mind, expand your mind. So, in a title on time.com titled The Difference Between Racism and Colorism, written by Lori L. Tharps, she wrote, in the meantime, skin color will continue to serve as the most obvious criterion in determining how a person will be evaluated and judged in this country because of deeply entrenched racism. We already know that dark skin is demonized and light skin was the prize. And that occurs precisely because This country was built on principles of racism. It cannot be overstated that if racism didn't exist, a discussion about varying skin hues would simply be a conversation about aesthetics, but that's not the case. The privileging of light skin over dark skin is at the root of all ill known as colorism. Let me get some water. So, for me, let's go back. So obviously, I'm a dark skin girl. So what is my experience being dark skin? So first of all, growing up, and I'm gonna keep it real 100. Like, and I even did a little research just to refresh my brain cells on this topic, like just to refresh my memory. But number one, growing up, I never, ever felt different because I was dark skinned. I'm dead serious. So, for those of you who don't know, I definitely grew up in Brooklyn. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, to be exact. This is way before gentrification. This is before it was whitewashed, because I know some of y'all come out here and see different things if you ever visit. I grew up in Brooklyn when it was rough in the 90s. You know, when it was Best I Do or Die. That's my favorite line. And what I saw in my neighborhood was girls who looked like me and girls who were light-skinned. But when I seen a light-skinned or dark-skinned girl, I just thought we was all black girls. Like, I mean, that was just my interpretation. This is from young. So when I went to school and stuff, you know, yeah, have I been called black and crispy, or what else they say? I don't know, charcoal. Black and crispy is the most popular one. I think that one is the most trendy of all the dark skin derogatory terms. But I just felt like, I don't know, like maybe they was calling me black and crispy. I don't know, because I seen like other girls that was my complexion. They was getting dudes. They was fly. You know, they was cute. You know, I wasn't, you know, wearing Jordans every 25 minutes and stuff like that. Like, that's just what my mother didn't have money to do, or that's just, it wasn't, I wasn't really asking for Jordans anyway in the first place, but I never, like, felt different because of my skin complexion, even though I was teased about my skin complexion. I felt like I was just getting teased about my skin complexion, if that makes sense. It was other girls that was just as dark as me. And they were, like, I don't know, maybe I didn't see it or I didn't witness it. I don't know, I'm not sure. But when we were younger, like when I was, from elementary up until middle school, I never heard conversations about dark skin and light skin. No exaggeration, like no cap. And I'll get into when I finally, you know, realized that it was a thing. So for me, it was just something I never understood, you know, because number one, back in like early 2000s, late 90s, dark-skinned women, you know, were represented on TV, represented in even music videos, which I probably won't believe, but I'll definitely jump into that. Magazines, everything, like girls that look like me, like with my complexion. So I just thought, like, you know, somebody felt I was ugly. They just felt I was ugly. They didn't feel that it was because I was dark skinned or anything like that. So, for instance, like, you know, the Nelly Hot in Here video, the main girl was dark skinned. In some of Usher videos, he has dark skinned women in the videos. Back, if you watch some late 90s or maybe early 90s, I mean, I don't have any recollection of that. You will see dark skinned women in the videos. Like, you dead will. And some of them were the lead roles. I remember Mystical, Shake It Fast, hey, boy, stuff. That video, he has some dark skinned chocolate girls in it. It was a lot of dark skinned girls, you know, in the videos. Like, dead serious. Like, I remember, even if they had a light skinned girl, they had dark skinned women in them. You know, though that has changed, and we'll talk about that. But I definitely felt like I seen girls that looked like me on TV that were mad pretty, and they were being represented fairly. They weren't being represented as, you know, what they say about dark-skinned women, as aggressive or the ugly girl. I didn't see that. That was something I didn't see. Moesha was one of the like top shows when I was growing up. The Parkers, Monique is a dark skinned woman. On the Bernie Mac show, the wife was dark skinned. On Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, dark skinned Vivian. I could go for days, honestly, like if I wanted to. Everybody Hates Chris. What's her name? Tashina Arnold. Like, we could go, like I could go for literally days and days just talking about dark skinned female representation being shown on TV when I was growing up. So I never felt like there was this thing going on, in the Black community. I just never felt it. And even, like I said, Brooklyn was rough when I was like growing up. So even when I went to school, I seen mad girls that just looked like me, even though they were light skinned, but I knew that we were all Black. Like, I thought we were just Black girls, like African American women. Like, that's just how I perceived everything that was like kind of going on. So I never felt different for my complexion. Though looking back, I do feel like when I was teased, it was more so for my skin. But I don't know. It's just weird. And then like even like when I went to like high school, I never felt like there was this conversation. Like it was never like a conversation like of, dark skin and light skin. I hung around a lot of guys. They never, obviously I'm dark skinned. I had some friends that was dark skinned. So obviously maybe they wouldn't have said, I prefer light skinned women over dark skinned women. To me, I mean, then again, all of them kind of wiped up some Spanish mommies. So I'm going to stay woke or stuff like that. But I'm going to get a little more, deep into the topic. So I just never felt different because of my complexion. Like I didn't when I was younger. So boom, bam, boom. So then my cousin Michelle, hey Michelle, she was on season 1, SMS Triple X episode where we talk about, dating on apps or whatever the case may be. Definitely go check that out. Michelle is 2 years older than me, so she went to college before me. And what college she went to? She went to Howard University at HBCU. So I think it was like her first semester. Was it her first semester? She came back from college or whatever, and she was like, it's a thing with dark skin and light skin. It's like, what is she talking about? So, of course, she goes to a HBCU and they educate her on the struggles of, colorism. So I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, light-skinned women, get treated differently than, dark-skinned women. And she started just like educating me on like a lot of things that she had learned while she was in her first semester of Howard University. And she started bringing up some things, and I started like thinking about it like, oh shit, she might be dead ass right. Like, just the difference in how they're treated and like the type of, woman that Black men attract. But even as she brought it up, I felt like I was woke even before the word was woke. Like, I feel like she just woke me up, but I still have yet to see it or whatever. Because like I said, I hung around, like I was in high school. Me and all my friends, we all look different. Like, it's me, I'm tall, I'm dark skinned. Like I have light skinned friends, brown, caramel, mocha, anything, child, you could think of, honey, I have it. I know it. Chicks by the layers, all different flavors. So I just never felt like we was treated differently. Like, do I feel like my light skin friends got more attention than like dark skin friends? Like me, I was like way more a little shy when it came to guys when I was younger. So I felt like I wasn't being treated differently. But I had dark skin friends who used to get mad love from dudes over, you know, like it was just, I don't know. Like, I just never experienced it until maybe I had gotten older. Like I said, I can't say that from when I was younger, I noticed that. I cannot say that. I'm sorry. I can't say that. I didn't see it. I seen, you know, guys dating dark skinned girls. I just seen a certain representation level on TV, and we'll get into that. So I feel like I was doing some research. You know, I was watching some TV, and I feel like around 2010, which is pretty recent. It's not pretty recent. Well, that's 9 years ago. 2010, 2011 is when things really started changing. And I feel like somebody said in a song the word foreign, and then things changed. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Fabulous. And it's sad because he grew up in Brevoy Projects. You can't grow up in the projects and talk about foreign. Like, stop with this. Foreign women, not foreign cars, foreign women. So I was doing my research and I was just like watching mad music videos or whatever today. Like right before I started, I was like, I gotta film this episode, so I'm gonna make sure I know what I'm talking about. So I'm like watching some music videos. I'm like, I want to see, when did this incident happen? Number one, also too, but that's a different topic, of course. You know, the women in these music videos, oh my gosh, like none of them had these big fake boobs and butts and stuff like that. Like, it's just straight up authentic, regular, I don't like the word, regular, you know, normal black woman. And it was light skin, dark skin, and they had the relaxed hair, but the thin one. Not these girls were wearing like 7 bundles in their hair, and they be having these lace fronts that be looking wicked. Like, it was just straight up black woman in these music videos, just in a regular essence, regular clothes on, you know, just chilling, like vibey shit, like vibey. Like, it was just good to, you know, watch. Even though I could see how that could get sticky too, I could see how the thick thing got kind of popping as well, because, you know, a lot of the girls were thin. So it was like, you know, that's how a lot of, like, you know, it's just a lot. It's like there was no thick representation. There was no girls, you know, I had a little booty, a little boobie. Like, it was no representation for a curvy girl. So it gets tricky. It gets tricky. But either way, around 2010, 2011, things started to change. I noticed, like, when I started, like, watching music videos, that's when the more racially ambiguous girls started popping up into the music videos and stuff, which is so funny because Michelle probably went to college in 2008, and around the time she told me in like 2009, because I feel like I was a senior in high school, so maybe her second year she started educating me on it. So just right around the cusp was when I started noticing the difference or whatever about, you know, like just dark skin, light skin treatment. And then even when I went to college, I remember it was this boy. He was like, for me, I never seen an ugly light skin girl. Now, I don't like the term ugly. I don't like saying, like, you know, people are ugly. But for you to, like, it was just a weird conversation. He was unproductive, honestly, because allegedly he killed a transgender woman back in Buffalo. So he shouldn't be dating anyone, light skin or dark skin. He's in jail. He cannot no longer date. So there you go. But I started noticing some funny things, you know, some funny things, like around that time. So I'm wondering if it was just that time period, or if just dark skin girls just wasn't getting no love, like type ish. Like, I don't know, because I just felt like I said, you know, dark skinned women got representation, and I don't know, but I do feel like I noticed some of the stigmas, like, as I got older, like, just like the way like, I feel like, you know how, like, they say, like, oh, dark skinned women are more aggressive, we always want to fight, we always are jealous of, like, light skinned women. Like, I could feel that energy sometimes when I walk in the room, like, people automatically assume I'm gonna be like, I don't know, like, you just like feel the energy or whatever, and it's hurtful. It's hurtful because, number one, that's not a dark skin thing. It's not I don't want to even say it's a black thing. That's just a thing. Like, some people are just naturally aggressive. And number two, if I'm getting aggressive with you, that means you getting on my nerves. Like, period, point blank. And it's just like, also just like a lot of the commentary that's going around. Like, for instance, with Kodak Black, when he was like, he said, dark skin women, they a little more rough, they a little more gutter. And a light-skinned girl, you could break her down easily. And I felt like that statement was not only disrespectful to dark-skinned women, it was just disrespectful to black women in general. Because to say that light-skinned women are easier to break down, you kind of building a stigma around them too. Now, men go around dating them thinking they could put their hands on them and scream at them and be mad aggressive with them, and they got to be mad coy and cute and light-skinned. Like, so what if, like, light-skinned girls feel like they gotta live up to these standards and they can't yell and they can't scream or something like that? And that's the other thing with me too that I never really liked, was that when these conversations get brought up, I always felt like a light-skinned girl wouldn't defend a dark-skinned girl. For me, it's a funny situation because I feel like, for me, it's the same thing with, like, black men. How black men, they'll bash black women and they be treating us like shit. But then at the end of the day, when something happens to them, we ready to stand up for them. If the cops are shooting them down, we gonna be in the rallies going, blah, 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 blah. And I feel the same way with, the black woman community. Like, at the end of the day, if you light and they talking about dark skinned women, you should be defending me, because at the end of the day, if they talking about black women, they talking about lace fronts. I'm not a lace front mommy, but some of y'all light skinned girls is lace front mommies. I'm gonna make sure they not talking about nobody lace fronts, period, point blank. Like, hello. And I just feel like a lot of them don't really defend, the dark skin community and stuff like that. Like, that's one thing I picked up. Like, if it's in a conversation, if it's like light skin girls in the room, dark skin girls in the room, and then the guy says something about dark skin girls, like light skin girls be getting hyped. They don't ever be like, first of all, don't talk about dark skin bitches, because dark skin bitches is that. Like, that's the type of energy I want for my other black sister. Because at the end of the day, number one, only we see color in the black community. And I know this because I have witnessed light-skinned women tell me that they experience racism as light as they are. Okay? So for you to be a light-skinned black woman, for me, and experience racism is astonishing. Or to have to go to work and feel you're being treated differently, but yet and still you would kind of like downplay a dark-skinned girl. It's like, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if y'all think for a second that y'all not treated differently, y'all treated differently because y'all lighter, I don't know what you think it is. Like, they still know you black. It's still it's like that weird contrast where, like, some white people and Hispanic people have the same complexion, but you still know the difference between a Spanish person and a white person. And it's not even just their accent, it's just their looks and their features. Like, you just know, like, oh, she's Hispanic. Right? It's the same thing. Like, I feel like with dark skin and light skin black women, it's like, they're black. For whatever reason. Like, I don't know how we know. I don't know. But you just kind of know. And it's just like, I always felt like that too. Like, with light skin women, they never really like kind of defend the dark skin female community. And then this is where this now stems from, is that they feel like dark skin women are jealous of them. Y'all gotta cut this out. And this is women in general. Like, for me, first of all, I have experienced this. Let me tell you, I have a coworker. Well, old coworker. She's not my coworker no more. But I remember she told me. Well, actually, she didn't tell me. Somebody else had told me, and she was there in the room. She was like, "Yeah, I did say that." she had told me that when she first met me, she was like, oh, she like one of them dark skin. No, she didn't say dark skin. I'm sorry, we're talking about dark skin, light skin. We're talking about colorism, and it threw me off. She said, oh, she one of them girls that's going to probably try to bully the little light skin girl. Yo, when I first met Shorty, because I'm all big on energy. First of all, I don't care about complexion. Like I said, I don't pay that no mind. First of all, when I met her, immediately, when I meet anybody, I just work off energy. Like, okay, what's going to happen when I get close? Because when you get close, that's when the energy hits. So she was just like, oh, hi, my name is Liz. I won't say no names. I don't know if she watched the podcast or listen, but she'll know. If she listening, she know what I'm talking about. I was like, she was like, oh, hey, da, 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 introduced herself. And then we kind of like clicked. I don't know how or why we clicked, but I was mad nice to her off rip. Like, we became mad cool. Like, we talk on the phone to this day. Like, to this day, got each other jobs. Just mad cool. Go to lunch together. Like, we was mad cool. And then, like, months into us working together, when I heard that she said that, she was like, yeah, I said that. I couldn't believe it. Like, it was kind of hurtful because it's like, number one, I know that some of y'all like, oh, she said, oh, it's the little light-skinned girl. But I just feel like it was derogatory, like, oh, dark-skinned girls always want to fight light-skinned girls. And then my other manager was light-skinned at the time, too. So I felt like that also triggered me because I felt like, number one, she probably told her something. And number two, I just felt like she felt like one of the reasons why I didn't like her was because she was light-skinned. My other manager, my boss at the time, or whatever, number one, I didn't dislike her. Number two, I just didn't like her work ethic. So a lot of times, too, to me, light-skinned girls be OD and like, y'all be thinking like a dark-skinned girl don't like you because you light-skinned. Like, y'all really need to wake up and smell the friggin' coffee. Dead ass. Because you really out here thinking somebody don't like you because you light-skinned, you're a clown. And you dead ass might be the lazy girl at work. You dead ass might be fucking my man. And that's really why I don't like you. And because you light-skinned. And that be the top number one thing they want to say. Oh, she's jealous of me. No, I don't like you. Like, I just don't like you. Not for no reason. You're either sleeping with my man. You either were talking about me behind my back. You were doing something in order for me not to not like you. I'm not going to look at you physically and not like you. Like, I just don't like her. Yeah, there's a small spectrum of women that are like that. And they just naturally won't like you. Or they just don't like your personality. Or they can't handle who you are. But, like, I don't know. And it get me tight. Because honestly, I'll click with you. It's dark-skinned chicks I don't like. At my last job, 2 of them was dark-skinned. I ain't like them. Period. It's just all about who you are as a person. It's not about your complexion. Your complexion does not play a role in anything to me. And I feel like if you're light-skinned and you're listening and you ever felt that way, that a dark-skinned girl didn't like you, or I hate that too. Like, they be like, yeah, honestly, like, dark-skinned girls be looking at me in the club, like, they want to fight. Girl, don't nobody pay you no fucking mind. Like, I can't, like, I don't know. But then again, and then it'd be funny because Spanish girls be saying that. Like, Hispanic women will be like, black girls be looking at me in the club. So it's just be weird. That's a female issue. We're definitely going to talk about, you know, like, I was talking about that when the recap, the problematics of, like, women and stuff like that. In general, just generally, there's a lot of problematics between the community. But, yeah, so I do notice that energy that happens with, you know, women, with black women and light-skinned women, where they feel like always on edge. For me, I can't, like, I'm saying I experienced the feeling, but I can't really, I don't even think it's that I can't relate. I really feel like it's a big, vast majority of dark-skinned women who really can't relate. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I feel like it's just this stigma that has been created onto us that's not true. Like, if you cool, me and you click, I'm going to be your friend. I don't do the jealousy thing. Like, I can't relate. Like, jealous of you because your skin is light? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know. And you could, and I could vouch for it. You could go, you know, check out my IG. I don't know if I have pictures of my friends on my IG. I'm not 100% sure. Or you could just follow my life. Follow me on Instagram, _Britt. Two of my greatest friends, I'll go hang with their kids, chill with them. You seen on the season, my friend Erica and her husband was on the show. Light skinned woman. Like, if me and you click, Like, I ain't about to be, like, jealous of nobody. Like, I can't live like that. It's just not healthy. I feel like we're missing out on a lot of opportunity by doing stuff like that. And like I said, for me, I don't do stuff like that. Like, water break. Like, be love. For me, I just don't do stuff like that. Like, I can't resonate. I don't get the realm or reason behind it. But I do definitely think, and I just don't experience it. I feel like light-skinned women are really, like, nice to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't really. That's why I don't like this topic. It's not even just because I'm dark-skinned. It's because I have dark-skinned friends. I have light-skinned friends as well. And I never felt that hate. Now, when it comes to men, let's talk about men and dating. Number one, I have never, okay, let me make sure I'm not lying. I was gonna say I have never dated a light-skinned guy. Have I ever, like, dated, like, been serious with one? No. I never dated a light-skinned man. I went on a date with one. That was interesting. Y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I attract what I attract. Like, I'm not about to, like, obviously I'm not going to be in no man face that don't like dark-skinned women. Like, if a guy does not like a dark-skinned woman, he's obviously not going to look in my face. Like, so I stay away from this. Like, I really don't like colorism, so I stay away from that energy. Like, I think naturally because I don't like it, my body doesn't attract it. So I wouldn't know how it feels to be downplayed by a guy because I was dark-skinned. Like, because they stay away from me, clearly. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, men approach me and I don't think they're fetishizing me. Like, they really be like, when the wife me. Y'all better leave me the fuck alone. But I do feel like things have flamed up because of, you know, the hip hop community. I really do. I really believe that. And I was also wanted to bring up around 2010, 2011, Lil Wayne was really hot at the time, and he always was talking about Redbone this, Redbone that. He was one of those people I felt like was a key player. DJ Khaled too. He doesn't talk. He doesn't rap, but his music videos have a lot of racially ambiguous women in it. A lot. If you watch a DJ Khaled video, a lot of racially ambiguous women in those videos. I feel like hip hop really played a big key role in that. They played a key role in the representation of Black women, and then they also played a key role in the downfall of it. Okay, watch these music videos today and from like 2011 and down, and you will definitely see the transition of, you know, the type of woman that they put in the videos and stuff like that. And it's really, really hurtful. And you even see it in just the type of women that they date in general. Like, just Hollywood in general, Black men don't date Black women. And then they are kind of like idolized. They're idolized people. So it's like, if I'm a Black man and I'm watching these other Black men that are successful dating girls that don't really kind of look like me, not even look like me, just like a Black woman in general. These girls ain't even, you, like I said, you could tell them between light skin Black and that look, like you could tell the difference between the two. And it's like, you got Black men looking up to these type of figures and they seeing what they marry when they get big. So it creates this like image of dating a girl like that means success. Dating a Black woman means, oh, I'm a regular dude. Like, I can't explain. Like, it was like, just look at the women that these black men are currently dating. Like who you know dating. Like maybe Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. I was mad happy to see the baby's baby mother or his girlfriend was, you know, a black woman. It's just rarely seen. Like, that's what's on the market right now. Like, that's what's trendy. That's what's hot. And I think because it's so heavily depicted in the media today, that's why it is really bad. I really believe that. I think that's exactly what the issue is. Because if you really peep game, if you really pay attention to what's in the music videos, to who your favorite celebrity has on their arm, who these the type of Instagram models they keep keying with, when they getting caught up in affairs, you see the type of women that they cheating with and stuff like that. If you see the type of women that they're dating and keep playing around with, they're not black women. And I think that's why the topic has been so prevalent lately. And I think that it's scary, actually. It's actually really scary. It's really scary because it's scary. Can this, like, this could be real deep and it may be not even dramatic because I've heard this. It could create, you know, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, it could create obsoleteness in, you know, the black community. Like, if our black men, and I noticed that too with younger, you know, black men, they want to date. They're not even dating light-skinned black shorties. Like, y'all light-skinned girls, y'all getting a run for y'all money. Trust me. The younger black men I date, and I do want to talk to I want to make sure it's Gen X or Gen Z community and really see what they looking at. They love Spanish women. They can't get the racially ambiguous women like they want. Because honestly, them foreign girls are really foreign girls. Like, you're going to have to go to Brazil and get that. You're going to have to go to high school and get that. But what you can't get, and that's real close to it, is a Puerto Rican Dominican mommy. And they're all over. You know, they say with the Hispanic Latinx community, shout out to the word Latinx. Aren't they supposed to, like, actually, they said by 2020, that was years ago. I wonder if that's true. I remember like a couple of years ago, it was like by 2020, the majority will be Hispanic. It's supposed to be 2020 next year. I forgot when that statement was stated. Probably like 06. Whatever the case may be, a lot of black men love dating Spanish women now. That's the new trend. That's on trends currently. Trendy. Or like those like mixed looking girls. It's rare you find not rare. I haven't seen a mixed girl in a minute. Shout out to the mixed girls. Where are y'all? Like, I haven't seen one in so long with like just that like curly hair, like in person. Should go to Manhattan. But anyway, like, that's what worries me. I mean, obviously it's not a lot of like, just the way Hispanics, some of them are raised, is like, they don't want a black guy anyway. They want their race. They like to keep everything the same. They like to keep everything within. Is that fair? And like, for instance, like, I tell people all the time, my grandmother, my father's side, she told me that I can't date outside my race. Straight up. I said, what if I'm going to date a white man? She said that she would be very upset. Like, that serious. But you know what? Our grandparents, my grandmother, she currently lives down south. They grew up in Brooklyn. They grew up in a time where they seen white racism, where you dead ass with, like, to her, if I was a white man, she would be confused as to why we even like a white person. Like, cause she seen something so different in her time, but she just believes that we should date black. But at the end of the day, these black men don't even like me. What's up? They don't. They want to date Spanish. And then some of the Spanish women don't even like them. So, like, I don't know. It's a weird spectrum. It's a weird spectrum. But I do notice lately that they do kind of seek Spanish women. Even if you, like, go on YouTube and you kind of, like, watch YouTube, you see, like, the couples. The guy is black and then the girl is either, like, Spanish or she's like a mix. Like she might be like white and black, but she looks majority like her skin is really like light. So it's kind of weird. It's like they're not no who's black. Like I want to meet a black couple. My age. It's like I know black couples my age, obviously, but I don't know. I think too, like with the colorism thing is like how can we fix this issue? You know, is it fixable? I don't know. Y'all got me stumped. I really don't know. I really do feel like at the end of the day, something gotta give. I don't know. And I feel like a lot of dark-skinned women are just like me. Like, you see how I said, like, it really doesn't get to me because I attract what I attract. So the guys I attract like me. I'm not really focused on somebody who don't like me. Like, so it's not like I'm not about to be out here running, trying to convince a guy who don't like dark-skinned women that I'm pretty. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm dead ass. So it's like, like, and then what I'm gonna do, call every time, be like, y'all need to stop putting dark-skinned girls in y'all video. I think it's getting better though, because if I felt compelled to talk about it today, that means that it's being brought up. It's being talked about. The conversation has been started. I could see that. I do feel like though, when things happen with black women are starting to get upset. But I don't know if what's the word? Like, are people defending dark-skinned women? Are we, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We are defending black women. Black women are really, we have been through a lot this year. And I think all of us are noticing that. And they want to say, people like, it's not black women, it's a certain black women. They ain't talking about dark-skinned women. They talk about y'all too. Y'all light-skinned sis. Like, stop with this. Like, yes, probably mostly dark-skinned women, but a lot of the shit that they be talking about really be wild offenses to black women. Like, they dead keep bothering us, like, all year long. Like, why is girls wearing these lace wigs? Why are black women always yelling? Why are black women always doing this? Why? And then this is where it gets me tight. I like someone be like, it don't be us, it be like dark-skinned girls be doing that. Knock it off. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. It's a weird thing. I think it's fixable. Everything is fixable. I would have to, like, kiki like under the dark skin chick, like, and just see what her headspace is on the colorism topic. Should have had a guest. Because I just want to know where other, like, I feel like a lot of, like, girls I've talked to that are dark skinned, they kind of just, like, they do their own thing. Like, we dating, we doing us, like, we just doing our own thing. Like, you can't really, like, waste your time trying to force somebody to like you. It's like the same thing. Like, it's kind of like the same exact ideology of, like, you forcing somebody to like you. I'm not about to force nobody to like me. Like, it's either you like me or you don't. Like, period, poo. Like, I'm not gonna force somebody to like me and my skin. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, think about that. Like, you're basically telling me to force people to like my complexion. Like, it's weird. For me, actually, I don't take that back, but I would say I would more so want to erase the stigmas. If you don't like me, my complexion, is that fair? It's not nice. I don't know. Can you not like a dark-skinned person? That's where we get to the most important word in the colorism topic is preference. Preference. See, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with preference, but y'all know this ain't all based off preference. All this stuff is based off of stereotypes of dark-skinned women. I don't date dark-skinned women because, you know, some of these black parents out here saying don't bring no dark-skinned girl in my house. Period. And then some of y'all over here dating these Spanish women and they parents saying the same shit about y'all. Don't bring no black man in my house. So knock it off. But, preference. I think preference is a thing. Like, you could have a preference. Clearly, like some girls like, I don't date short men. That's fair. Like, I mean, I only date tall guys. And they say, then you might be missing out on your true love because you only date tall men. Like, you could find a short guy who might love the crap out of you. The thing where it gets sticky is because low-key, high-key, dark skin and light skin was never supposed to be a thing. We're all black women, whether you're light or dark. We're all black. So technically, had someone said, I don't date black women, that to me is more of a preference than I don't date dark-skinned women, because that's not supposed to be a thing. You're creating a spectrum that's unfair. It's like an unfair thing in a way, because like, for instance, white people, all of them is white. Like, you can't, it's either you don't date white or you don't date, like, you can't say I don't date. Like, if there was white people and then there was white women and then, but they all came in different shades, you catch my drift? Then it would be like, only we create this thing. Like, it's just so unfortunate that, I wish all black people was just the same shade. Like, because we created this. It's so weird. Like, white people are just white. There's no white, yellow, green in the white community. You'd be like, I don't date green girls. You feel me? I only date white girls. Like, it's not like that. So it just makes it feel like, because dark skin and light skin is not supposed to be a thing, it's disrespectful that you're saying you don't date that dark skinned woman. That's where I think it's disrespectful, and it's not a preference. You're just saying you don't, and then always the reasoning behind it is always stupid. Like, what's a good reason not to want to date a certain community? For instance, some might say it's stupid. Like, let's say I don't want to date a white man because he can't relate to my black struggle or ideology. There is a black struggle, so it's like, and maybe you don't want to with the having have that conversation with him and stuff like that, or having to go to his parents' house and having to see his life play out differently than yours. To me, that's like for me, that's a good reason to say my preference is light-skinned women. Why? Like, I never seen a pretty dark-skinned girl. My nigga, you never seen me? You never seen Gabrielle Union? You never seen Kelly Rowland? You never seen who else? You never seen Tika Sumta? You never seen Justine Skye? Like, stop with this. Like, seriously, stop with this. Like, that, and then they will see a Justine Skye and really not date her because she's dark-skinned. And that's also where it gets problematic. Now, I know some of y'all like, maybe Justine Skye is not cute to them. Shut up. This is a light-skinned girl that looks just like Justine, but her skin light, and that nigga would date her because she light-skinned. Period. Like, it's a color thing. It's this color thing. Or some people don't want to have black babies. Like, this dark-skinned girl's dating white men saying, I don't want my kids to come out my complexion. I don't want them to go to the same struggle as me. I don't want them to be dark-skinned and all this other crapola. I don't know. It's just like a lot. It's a lot. For me, will these things ever change? I don't know. I never felt stumped. I don't know. I think it's fixable. I don't want us to be in this thing where we feel like, oh, I want black men to love dark-skinned women. Like, I'm not really pressed, like, at all. Like, cause lately, black men they've been getting on my nerves since season 1. Y'all already know. Period. So, I'm not really pressed for nobody to like me at this point. Like, Y'all, and that's the thing that be getting me tight too. Now I'm about to go on a rant. Black men be saying, I don't date dark skinned girls. I don't date girls who don't do their nails. I don't date girls who wear their natural hair. And you whole messy, whole dirty, whole don't got no place to stay, whole sleeping on the air mattress with preferences. How you got preferences? You don't have room to have preferences if your shit ain't together. Boo boo. Don't nobody want to date you dark or light. Talking about, I don't date dark skinned girls. Your mother dark skin. You dark skin. But you don't date dark skinned girls. I don't date you. You're barely cute. Like, that irritates me. That irritates me in general when that one irritates me. When it be like, and half the time, a lot of the conversations I've had with guys who blatantly will say they don't date dark skinned women really be bummy ass niggas. Like, no cap. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, it usually, and that just goes to show you how unproductive colorism is. Because for me, the only time those conversations has been brought up, a guy who says that and will say it blatantly is usually not good quality. He's usually like one of those like cornbally, like dirty, like not it, my guy. Like nobody should be dating you type. Light skin, dark skin, Spanish, Asian, golden, brown. Like, what was you talking about? Like, period. Like, so, I don't know. I feel like I hope it's fixed. I do feel like, number one, Black women in general have our own problems and we trying to fix so many things at once that colorism is so stupid of a topic that it's going to take long to fix. Like, you know how you be like, let me fix my big issues first before I fix my little ones. Colorism is not, I'm not saying colorism is little, but comparison to like, it's not little, it's stupid. Like, it's racism within a race. That's literally, this is why we set back so much as Black people in general, because look at the shit we doing. We doing light skin versus dark skin in the Black community, and then we crying when Black women are making 63 cents on the dollar to the white man. Like, we talking about light skin versus dark skin, and then we crying when Black girls is consistently going missing. We talking about light skin versus dark skin when there's girls like Kanika getting killed and their case still ain't finished. Sandra Bland. Like, those topics are so heavy, and then it's like light skin versus dark skin. Like I don't have time to be playing these silly games with y'all type ish. Like, it's so much going on. It's so many Black women who struggle to get promoted, to be CEOs, to be in top roles and make Fortune 500 companies. That, do I really have time to waste on light skin versus dark skin, on colorism? Like, Black women have whole problems that we don't have time to focus on remedial shit. That's just what it is. Like, until, like, that is just what it is for me. You feel me? So, I don't know if I'll clear anything up. But yeah. Colorism, the last episode. Black bitches with the good hair. And season 2 was amazing. I would like to thank all the guests that came on the show this season. It was just so much fun. I cannot wait for season 3. In between seasons is coming back, baby. Vlog mommy. If you guys don't know, I do a series called Britt Says Presents In Between Seasons, IBS. And basically I just vlog. And I vlog through, in between the seasons. So you guys could see kind of the process of me filming season 3 and things like that. So that should be really fun, really, really fun. Throughout the whole time that season 2 was filming, I was just game planning, you know, ideas in my head. So I'm excited. Yes, season 2 is amazing. If you have not watched all of season 2, go watch that. If you have not watched all of season 1, go watch that. Like, we don't sleep on season 1. Because season one to me is a reference. Like, you could go back to season 1 and just compel your mind. Like, if your health ain't right, go watch Health is Wellness. Health is Wealth episode. If your money ain't right, go watch Budgeting and Be a Vibe. Like, you feel me? Like, if lately you just don't want to commit, go watch Gamophobia episode. Like, it's a reference season. Like, you could go back and really just excel your mind. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And season 2 is amazing. If you know, go catch up on that. If you just ran into this episode randomly because you're a Black woman, you trying to do some studies on colorism, definitely go check out Britt Says the podcast. Definitely check out In Between Seasons, because next week the vlog will be up. Yeah, this was dope. The holidays is coming. Shout out Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming up. That should be what, next week? Or the week after next week. So, I mean, y'all gotta watch the vlog. Obviously, I'm gonna tell you Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. And when will season 3 be coming out? March 2020, I will have season 3 lit up, shaking up. So yes, this means you guys will catch season 3, March 2020. I know you're like, oh my god, it's so long if you're like me. But if you watch In Between Seasons, if you go watch the vlogs, it won't feel so long, people. It won't feel as long. That's why I made the vlog. So that there's not like this I'm without Britt Says energy. Like, she's always here. She's arrived. She's home. So definitely check out the vlogs. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe, comment, like, hit the notification bell. Leave comments and reviews. And yes, it's the last episode of season 2. Season 2 is so much fun. I mean, I'm filming this, like I said, I film ways in advance, so I'm hoping, you know, for season 3 that I travel a little more, and meet with other, you know, podcasters and stuff like that. So we'll definitely see. I really don't even want to say bye. That's why I keep rambling. But thank you guys for staying tuned in. I'll see you guys next week on In Between Seasons. And I will see you in March 2020 for season 3 of Britt Says.